Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the ROG Showdown series by ROG Intel. This is me, Darshita. Alongside me today on desk, I have Ahana. We are very excited to witness on what's going to go down today because again, CS2, 2v2s, it's just so fun to talk about what happens, in this wingman modes. But first things first, Ahana, how you doing and what's going around?
I'm doing pretty well, and the last time around, I did have a wingman with me. But as said before, no wingman is better than a wing woman. So I'm really, really happy to be sharing a desk with you, Darshita.
Yeah, that's just going to be so true. I mean, today's day it is going to be interesting, right? The store. that we are in is in Kolkata, and we are excited to witness all these
Yes.
teams perform. 2v2 with Wingsman. I mean, you just have one single side, just have very few rounds, and you just have one single chance, right? A best of one that we keep talking about until and unless you're in the grand final. So there's a lot happening and going down today, but right now, let's just quickly head towards the prize pool as well, because that is what is on stake. 50,000 INR in total. But Hannah, would you like to, share some light on the splits?
Well, yeah, I mean, the first place winners are going to be getting 35,000 rupees for themselves, and the second place will be holding out for 15,000 rupees. Again, a huge chunk for a one single day, effort.
Yeah.
Alongside being in the city of Kolkata, a huge chunk to go ahead and celebrate with those Rosagullas at the end of it.
Everything is perfect, right? Winning, celebrating, and victory on top of that, more like a cherry on the cake itself. So it's going to be a very interesting day. But honestly, these 2v2s excites me more rather than 5v5 that we keep talking about. Because again,
True.
whenever one of your teammates go down, it's the solo responsibility, and that's where you just see the real flying colors out there on what a player is really capable of. You never know if that player comes out of nowhere and clutches a 1v2 to get the round for his own team. So it's going to be a lot, but again, as we talked about it, right, it is a best of one, so you just get one single chance, and if you are not able to make it, it's done. You might just have to wait around the corner for the upcoming store activity right around.
Yep, and that's quite nerve-wracking because I mean,
Yeah.
it's scary. It's scary if you have only one chance, but it's also very exhilarating because this is a challenge that you're most willing to take. You don't have much to lose, but you have quite a lot to gain.
Yep. Also, the map veto is what is more exciting because I heard some leaks that we are going to witness the map of Inferno to start things off.
Yeah.
I so feel like talking about the map of Inferno back then in the CSGO time. I still remember Inferno was a to-go map for everyone. Everyone used to love Inferno, and there was no other choice. But after a lot of changes in the map, I mean, if we talk about the changes in CS2 map itself, I guess Inferno is uh, is the most heavily affected map. But again, there's been changes in terms of Inferno, in terms of Overpass as well, because I just received an update that it's not Inferno, it's Overpass. So, yeah, what do you think about the map of Overpass?
Well, I mean, the map of Overpass is my second most favorite when it comes to Wingman series. I do love Inferno more. But yeah, I mean, Overpass is always going to give us quite a lot of action coming in towards the side of the pillar. I absolutely enjoy those fights because every single time I see someone or the other hiding towards the barrels, trying to make a play there, and then someone or the other trying to take a boost up and throw a molly in to just get that person out. So that's quite interesting to watch. And I mean, we just got to see which team today is going to be bringing all those elements of surprise into the game and how they will be fought off.
Yeah, talking more about the teams, I guess we have the sides of Team Chill and Grill, if I'm not wrong, going up against the sides of Team
Yes.
PK. It's PK, right? If I'm not wrong. So interesting name. I really want to witness on how much chill is the sides of Team Chill and how much chill they are able to do in the game itself. Because talked about it a lot, right? Best of one. At the end of the day, it's just about that one single chance. Also, the prize put at 35,000 for the champion alongside the bragging rights itself. So there's a lot that the player gets in return.
Exactly, exactly. And that too in a store event, you have quite a lot of audience waiting around right there in the store itself, waiting to see how you're going to play. There's pressure, but there's also the winning pleasure.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even I personally have been to one of these stores, and I remember how energetic the crowd is. Everyone is just completely having their eyes on what is exactly happening in the game, and no one cares on what's happening around because that is what matters the most to them.
Exactly. I mean, these games are so engrossing that not only the player, even the other people who are coming out to check the store, all get involved into it. I remember the last time we were having ROG Showdown series, there was this one event in Chandigarh, and everyone was just watching people. And there was this one particular team, old man, young man. In that particular team, there were people just standing behind them, and you could see all the ROG merch being hidden by the people standing behind them.
I mean, yeah, that's what more or less happens. But again, talking about the map itself, right? We have such amazing maps. to be having a word on now that
Yes.
we are going to witness the map of Overpass. I'm expecting a lot of Inferno today, honestly. I mean, yeah, I did talk about a lot of changes that made players hate Inferno. But again, if you talk about this Wingman series, I guess everyone would love to play Inferno. As you just got one side to target, right? At
Yes.
the end of the day, you just got that one side to have your eyes onto, and I guess that makes people love Inferno more as compared to the other map of maybe Nuke, maybe Overpass. But again, what are your expectations? Are we gonna witness a lot of Inferno today, or do you think these players are gonna stick around for Overpass?
I think Overpass and Inferno are both going to be present quite a lot, but I have doubts about Nuke and Vertigo because those two
Yeah.
do show up quite lesser in this particular segment of Wingman because this series focuses a lot on a single site, and that makes things difficult specifically on Vertigo. I mean, I am always scared whenever the Vertigo map is going on. I keep thinking someone is going to fall off, and that's a lot of damage when you're just two people playing from a team.
Yep, that's gonna be true. I mean, we talked about it, right? The solo responsibility on that one single player, it definitely hurts a lot. I mean, your trading game needs to be on point, right? Because if you are going for a
Yes.
proper 2v2 fight and if one of your player gets taken down, you need to get that trade. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a counter trade as well. But again, it is what it is, right? At the end of the day, it's just all down to that one single team who's gonna get that victory, who is gonna get the bragging rights and a lot of money in return. So interesting day today, honestly. But it's the very first show. It's the very first show that we're talking about right now because we have a lot more lined up. So to get more updates, you guys can follow us on our Instagram as well because we'll keep you guys posted there. But for now, what do you think about the scoreline? I mean, what do you think would be the first half maybe?
Well, generally, whenever store events happen, I have noticed that the first few rounds, when we have quite a lot of players participating, it becomes very one sided. It's generally 9-0s in the beginning, and then towards the end, it becomes very competitive. So, I'm looking forward to a 9-0 to be honest. And Kolkata has very
Nine
blessed
zero.
players, so yes.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be true. Definitely a lot of professional players that we are going to witness. So here's the thing, right? All these tour activities give a chance to all these budding players as well who really want to enter
Yes.
the competitive scenario, and they can go up against all these professional players who want to go in for that 2v2s. But yeah, a chance for you guys as well because we might soon be coming into your city as well because right now we are all set and all ready to head in the game itself. Overpass is what the map is. Both the teams are ready, both the teams are set. We as casters are also ready to witness this amazing map coming up and the first one.
Yep, that's quite gonna be the best start of the weekend, and soon enough we will be walking into Overpass with the particular teams that are gonna be taking it away. I have my bets on Chill and Grill.
Um, I'll still wait to see on who the players are for both of these teams and really think about naming a team here. I really want to play the safe card though. But again, we're so confident. Let's see if the sides of Chill and Grill are able to get it done here and here. I mean, at this point of time, I do expect some maps to be going pretty one-sided, some maps going pretty competitive. You never know what this players are, who these players are, and what caliber do they hold.
Exactly, that's true, and that is the reason I always pick a team on the basis of the name in ROG Showdown series. I'm like, you have a good name, I'm on your side. Done. We'll see if we win or lose.
I mean, that's one of the best possible escape to what you've already said previously. But I'd still be waiting to, witness both of these teams and their players because, again, we've been witnessing a lot of young talents recently. If I talk about the CS2
Yes.
scenarios going on, a lot of young talents and a lot of good players, though, the way they've been performing individually. When it goes down to the proper competitive scenario, I guess individually every single player is very talented, but it all goes down to the team game, which matters the most. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are all set and all ready. From the sides of Team C and G, and we are going to have the sides of PKS as well. Bablu Badmash. Okay, and an interesting name. To start things off, the first crack rolls in though, and that's going to be one from the sides of CNG. Done. It all goes down to one last remaining player X Ward, a 1 versus 2 that he needs to get the first round.
Well, it does seem like they're closing in on him, and look at that. A good lure coming in from the side of Bablu Badmash, and the kill does go towards the side of PKS. A strong start for the team, and a sad one for me.
Yep, that's going to be true. 0 to 1, a good start for PKS. They do have a good economy to be maintained as well. I do see a deagle on the other side though now. Really want to see some clean set of shots coming up. For now, XWar. Close. That's going to be very close and he finds that frag. It was a very important acquisition one. Where it comes up now, XWar is able to get both of them done. And initially it is a 1-1 score. XWar, my goodness. He knew what was about to happen. Look at that crosshair placement right in the skull of his enemies. Chill and Grill,
That's
they
true.
get one for
XWar
themselves.
Yep, and it does seem like XWar has come prepared for all the battles in his way. Let's see if this wingman is going to be able to support equally. And look at that, T-Bone already showing his colors, taking away life from the players of PKS.
2-1 Chill and Grill. They could not capitalize on the very first round itself, but after that, they've been getting 2 consecutive rounds. Gets them a good beat. Team PKS not that great of an economy that we can talk about, but on the other side, things are looking pretty good for the sides of CNG. I think this might just be a 3-1. Okay, they won't find one onto public. That's puts down the other player as well. XWar gets the second one down. 3-1. Chill and Grill. A good lead, a good start.
Well, it does seem like XWar has gotten himself just yet another round to put up on the sides of Chill and Grill. Now, I do want to see if PKS has something to come back with, because currently they do not have the right kind of weaponry either. Going with one man on a weapon, and that too gets dropped immediately. I don't think there's a lot that can be done with a pistol here.
Yep. 4-1 Chill and Grill. Not just maintaining the lead, but running away and trying maintain as much as they can. The distance is what I'm talking about. 3 rounds of differentiate. Team PKS need to find a way out probably this time over. They've got a good ticket with them. Their hands on goodbye as well. They need to find that first opening flag. Maybe sticking together might help them. All not just one, might just be a double. Team yes it is. Gets both of them done. Team CNG. It just feel like they are not trolling their opponents, but are also chilling at the same time as their main series.
That's true. And they are also being economy friendly, because CNG, compressed natural gas, you don't got to pay a lot to be there.
Yep. XWar once again finds one onto Pablo though. Not really sure on what the plan is coming up from the sides of K3-1. One last remaining player was 2 away from his teammate to protect him being taken down. But a 1 versus 2, his logistics are compromised. Look at that. Stooping him through the wall to get him taken down. He's barely surviving. 18 HP is all that he has. Barely breathing. Not really sure on what the plan is though.
No way out. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of confusion coming in from the side of PKS onto how even they're gonna move forward with this. There's not enough HP left to take a fight. Not enough to even show your face.
6-1, Chill and Grill. Good start, good lead. I mean, now I can relate on the reason that you said, Ahana, a while ago, that, initially the first half is all about a one-sided domination. I can see that coming up from the side of Team Chill and Grill.
That's true. They have been showing some flashy colors on themselves, but soon enough the sights are going to be swamped, and that's when things might start, taking a different road altogether.
7-1, first half done. The scoreline looks really good for the side of CNG. But for the sides of PKS, I'm not really sure on how are they will make this comeback happen from here, because it just seems to be so difficult, right? 7-1 is what the half is. So Team PKS, they need to get this initial round for themselves, and that's where things might change. But now, as the sides of CNG are on the terrorist, I'm quite excited to witness if they tend on sticking together and taking down their opponent's dual Beretta on the sides of W Badmash. Yes. So a lot of damage though, but T1 is able to find one after K31. It all goes down to one last remaining player. 1-1 is what we're talking about. Missing all the shots. Bablu Badmash. Next level by the dual Beretta. Will it help him is the question. X-War is barely surviving once again, but
Oh no.
what's exactly happening there? Pablo Badmash gets taken down, and that is going to be the sides of Team CNG with the 8th one on board.
Well, X4 was able to conceal himself quite well, leaving Bablu Badmash looking for him in the wrong direction, taking advantage of that
Yeah.
and backstabbing the person. It's like salt to the injury.
Yeah.
It's not good. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My
Okay.
goodness. Didn't expect it to end this way. X1 just went ham on both of his opponents 9-1. This is how Team CNG they get the best of the very first map. The way it all started coming up from the sides of Team PKS, I really had high hopes that they would be able to get something in the second half itself. But Bablu Badmash, the way he just got confused out there on where the player is exactly, it just went haywire. And then we knew what happened in the last round, man. X4. He just went all gun blazing toward his enemy to get both of them down. 9-1, and the first match goes in the favors of Team CNG.
Yep, and soon enough they will be advancing into the second round. However, we will have quite a lot of teams to, look at before that happens, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Yep, excitement is high, but right now I guess it's time for us to take a quick short break. We'll see you guys soon with the other map on board. Until then, stay tuned.